Yo, welcome back everybody. Welcome back to another video on the First Descendant. I have a quick video up for you today. It's a little bit of stuff that I've been thinking about. Since I started the game, I made a bunch of mistakes, and hopefully I can help people to not make those mistakes themselves. So yeah, let's get right into it. Let's get right into the video and let's switch to the game currently. So this is my character, of course, and let me start going in. So firstly, when I think about the game starting out, it was kind of crazy. I kind of rushed to the end game, and and didn't really think about what to actually optimize on the way to end game. Which you should if you want to like be like not be behind when you get to end game, right? So I have a couple of tips. I wrote down five today to talk about, and hopefully you guys find it useful. And yeah, so let's begin. So firstly, the biggest thing that I think you should focus on is the character you're going to be playing. So in this game, there's just a bunch of descendants, right? Okay, so let's wait for her to finish talking. Yeah, there's a bunch of characters you can play. You can decide on who you want to play at the beginning of this first three. I would recommend playing Ajax. Ajax is a good overall character, and he will help you in later game in the late game when you have if you want to play with other people, right? The other two are like general DPS, and you can replace them with any other descendant you want to play later. So it's unless you want to play Viesa or Lepic, like mating them, it's not a very big point of choosing them because again you can also always farm for the ultimate Lepic or ultimate Viesa, right? But the biggest thing that they do give you is in the very beginning of the game is Bunny, and when they give you Bunny, I totally recommend you level her up. Like you're gonna be this character is gonna be your main grinder in this game. Like at the end game, if you don't want to like if you want to grind fast, grind like a bunch of mats and stuff like that to upgrade your main character, you want to have Bunny on the sidelines if you're not maining her, of course, and to help you farm those things. Um, she does a she is crazy in farming. She just presses her third skill, which is this. It's just a ring around you, and you just run around, and everything dies around you. Right? I think that's shown in the video. You can buff this up with mods and stuff, and it's kind of nuts. And you're just speeding, you're just running around, and everything dies, and you just finish missions and stuff really quick. So I recommend you always or try to focus on Bunny first when you get her to 40, and then you can work on someone else. So next, I just close this part. So yeah, so Bunny always first, and then focus on your other main characters afterwards. Because in the long run, she'll help you farm way faster than any other character in the game. So yeah, so that's my first tip. Really focus on that though, because I regret starting the game leveling Freyna, and she's good at farming, but she needs another mod to help her out in a lot of situations, and I haven't gotten that yet, so she's kind of like to play right now. But yeah, Bunny, level her up, please. So next, let's talk about one very important thing in this game, and it is increasing and your mod capacity and stuff like that. And these two materials are crazy to farm later on in the game. This takes around 30 hours to craft. This takes about like I forgot already, like a couple hours, like 6 or 7 hours to craft. And the mats are hard to get, right? And at the beginning, the game will give you two of these and probably like four of these, but by the end game. So you want to save these for when you actually need to use them. So instead of like what I did was, I made a mistake. Like I was playing Freynia and I was playing Bunny, and I gave the both free ones to Bunny and Freynia. And then at the end, me and my friends decided like maybe we should just get an ultimate character so we don't waste our time. And then we bought our ultimate characters, and well, now I don't have this activator for her, and I didn't have a lot of these to help upgrade her mod slots. So very like you can get through the whole game without upgrading your character's mod slots, and so don't like really focus on that. Like this is the sign slot here. Like these slots, like they're half discounted on whatever mod you put in there that matches the same symbol. So yeah, to save those until you actually figure out what your main is, because or you can just give it to Bunny. Bunny's as well all very good to give it to you so you can farm quicker. But as you can see, like it gives you a shit ton of capacity, and I'm waiting for mine to craft. I only just started because I couldn't play over the weekend. So I have like 30 hours for my next one, which I'm gonna give it to my main, which is Ultimate Glay, right? But right now I'm waiting for that to come online. So it is what it is. Like those materials that you have to use to craft these items are ridiculously low percentile chance of dropping. Especially this thing is 3% in the normal mode stuff, and then 6% on the hard mode stuff, and it's very very low. I got one in the 4 or 5 days I've been playing, and that's been crazy, right? And it's the same thing with these. Like these are low percentage too. They're like 15% chance to get from a orb that you open up. Yeah. So unless you know what your main is, or unless you give to Bunny, just save these until you actually know what you want to play, because these are very very rare to come by. Even if you try farming them, that you're gatekept by your RNG, and my RNG is really really bad. So I am still waiting for this to craft, and this I need to farm for more. Uh, yeah, focus on what design what your main, like while you're leveling up your bunny, try to figure out what you want to main, looking at all the characters, look at all their skills, and yeah, figure it out so you don't mess up like I did. So next thing is the biggest thing is your mastery points. Your mastery points is going to help you with a lot of stuff. I've got the menu for that. Yeah, your mastery points gives you a lot of buffs, it gives you a lot of capacity stats and stuff like that, and you want to be focused on leveling this as you level as well. And to level these, you pretty much level up your character level as well as like your gun proficiency. So try to spread out what guns you're using, and as well as like when you get to 40, you switch characters, and then try to level up another character to end game, right? If you want to hit 40 before you finish the whole story and um all the whole normal mode. So maybe try to get another character up to that level and then grind out the rest, because you want multiple characters at the end anyway. So just focus on that. Like also try to separate guns, because like each gun in itself, not each category gun. So like each gun itself, this gun, the tamer, has its own proficiency aside from a different machine gun. So have instead of only using tamer the whole time you're leveling, switch it out, and as well as have 3 different guns at all times here, because like while you're filling stuff with this gun, these guns will still get experience, and they will also improve in levels while you're leveling this gun. And then when one of those hit 40, swap out the guns, put in another gun, because there's a lot of guns in the game, and they give you a lot of mastery points experience, and as well as like you're gonna have to re-level them eventually later. I'll give you 3 guns that are like very very useful to level uh as you level throughout the game, which is one, Thundering Cage. They give you this gun. This is one of the pretty kind of broken guns in the game, one of the 3 I would say right now. You should always level this. If you're playing Bunny, it's probably your main gun you're gonna play with like the whole time. It allows you to move very fast, and it allows you to like you don't have any movement restrictions when you're shooting a gun, which is very good for Bunny, because she requires you to be moving around a lot. The next gun is the Tamer. When you get this gun, try to level it as quick as possible. This is a very good gun for boss killing. It has like 100 bullets in its magazine, and you can buff it in like certain ways where it'll do a shit ton of damage. Mine's still not up to par yet. I'm still working on it, but this is one of the guns you should work on. And the third gun, if you're playing Glay, of course, it's a launcher. This is kind of crazy, a gun, but if you're not playing Glay, don't worry about this launcher, because yeah. But yeah, try to focus on 3 different guns. Simple. switch them out whenever they get a higher level, especially 40. You can always check what your levels are. I think it's from. Actually, I don't. Never went to that screen, so I don't actually know. I think. Wait, I think it's here. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah, weapon list like these, right? So this proficiency level 40, this 27, 26, and then like all these mines is all level 1 because I've only been using one or two guns. So don't be like me and only level a few, level them all because they give you mastery levels. So do that. And then next tip I would probably give is one of the major important ones. It is your survivability. When I first played this game, shields, shields were, I thought shields were going to be outclassing the other two stats, which is defense and HP, but I was totally wrong because shields are. It's very hard to get like a high amount of shields, especially in the early game. Because like the only way to get shields is from your your components, and they are very very low. Like it like the it is kind of like the reason why I thought shields were good is because it regens over time, like while you're in combat and stuff. But like the if you keep getting hit, you're not going to be able to regen your shields as well as if you have low health and low defense, you're just gonna get one shot anyway, right? So instead of that, um, I recommend majorly focusing on defense and HP. They do have some breakpoints. Like if you hit if you hit like defense over like 40k, then it has diminishing returns. But before then, just keep pumping defense and keep pumping HP. Like these two mods, when you get them, just slot them into your character just to help you survive throughout the whole game. At certain points in the game, I felt like super squishy, especially on Bunny and stuff like that. Especially during like those like colossi and bosses that you gotta do. You're gonna die constantly if you don't have like at least these leveled up a certain amount. So yeah, just try to focus on putting these in as quick as possible, and then start leveling up as you go along. Everything else is secondary to these two. You're always gonna use these two mods for the rest of the game. So like the increased HP, increased defense, you're gonna be pretty much using it until like they put some other new mods in. But yeah, for now everyone has this equipped, so you should do that. And last tip I would say is very important is the crafting system. The crafting system is pretty much the main side game of this game. So this is the person that helps you craft. Right, this is all these materials you can craft. Right, all the new characters and stuff like that that you can play. Right, and of course at the beginning of the game you're not gonna be focusing on like the hard like stuff to craft like the guns and stuff, but just begin like when you have the chance to start crafting anything you can. Everything is gonna be used at the end game, especially these. Even though it looks like they're like low quality than these. These still help you with certain things that require it, right? And they're still required in any game. These help you. Wait, what's this one do again? I haven't used this one in a while, but I remember. Oh yeah, this one helps you upgrade your guns. So there's a system in this game where if you have a higher level gun, but you like this one gun you have, you can you can feed that higher level gun into the gun that you have, and it'll level that gun up to that level. And this is not proficiency level. This is just main level of the gun, right? Like the eye level of the gun. So like uh, the how much damage it does, and like that, like base damage, right? Um, so these help with that. These are for purple items. These are for ultimate yellow items. Not all ultimate items are best in slot, and some purple items are best in slot. So these are still going to be useful as much as these. So if you're able to start crafting these, you start crafting these now because like these items takes a while to craft. Like a lot of these items takes a while to craft. You're gonna need a bunch of them later on. Even if you can start crafting like 16 of them at one time later on, while you're playing, while you're able to do this, whenever you get to town from a quest, just go back here, start crafting something that you're able to, and then move on, right? Especially like these things are very important. These are the real stats on your guns, and these are I don't think I have used this yet, but this is also very important. So keep crafting. You'll be able to start crafting these pretty early once you start dismantling guns that extra guns that you don't need, because you're gonna fill up. This game's all about loot, and there's gonna be a shit ton of loot that drops. It's gonna be full like constantly. You're gonna have like probably 36 slots at the beginning of the game, so you're gonna be dismantling a bunch, right? So and then when you get those materials, come back here and start crafting. Like just put on timer as quick as possible. So you can see like this thing is 27 hours. This one's like 12, 11 more hours. This started at 16 hours, and this started at 30 hours. So as you can see, like these things are going to be kind of important, because it's pretty much gatekeeping your progression if you don't do them. So yeah, those and I think those are the main things that I would say you should focus on. I'm sorry, I might have spoken a little too fast. I am still getting used to making videos on this channel. And I keep saying of course, but yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys take these tips in consideration while grinding through this game. I'll try to do some tips for the end game as well, because there's a bunch of stuff we have to focus on to get more powerful, as well as like progressing through the content. Of course, there's going to be a bunch of like hard mode bosses and hard mode dungeons you're going to be able to do. I wasn't able to play for 3 days straight, so I am a little behind from my friends, but I am grinding now, and I am working on my glide. I might switch off to Bunny as well, but we will see. But yeah, again, take something into consideration. Please drop a like and subscribe for the channel if you like my content, and I'll be back with another video next time on maybe some end game stuff, some tips on doing certain bosses, and yeah, we'll see. But yeah, for now, I'm heading off. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.